The multi-shuttle's been a game changer for our business. The throughput and the speed and accuracy we can get the orders now to the customers has made a massive difference.
We're now delivering customers' orders faster than ever before with more accuracy, and it's all due to the system.
I started AS Colour. A friend of mine was in a band called LMNOP, which was a kind of famous New Zealand rock band. He needed good blank t-shirts for his merchandise program, and I started realising there was a gap in New Zealand for a high quality blank apparel. When I first started the business, everyone wore tight t-shirts. Now everything's oversized and baggy, and you see these trends come and go, but the one trend you don't see come and go is that customers want their orders on time, and they want it accurately, and they want it now. And having the multi-shuttle really helps us deliver that to the customer.
The components of the system that we're operating here at AS Colour are a 2-aisle system, 4 pick stations, 36 shuttles, 1 decant station, and conveyors down to dispatch.
So really the product journey as part of the automated materials handling solution for AS Colour starts with the empty product tote. We deliver empty product totes to a decant area, whereby a decant operator will place items into that product tote. That product tote will then travel on a conveyor system to elevators positioned at the front of the multi-shuttle system. From there, product totes get stored into the multi-shuttle buffer. The multi-shuttle then retrieves the required items in order sequence to the picking workstations. What's quite unique to AS Colour is we actually deliver both the order tote and the product tote to the picking operator. We do that at the workstation. The picking operator essentially picks the items from the product tote, builds a stack, and then places into the order tote. The order tote is then taken away by elevators and conveyor to the dispatch sortation system.
Dematic said we would achieve 220 lines per station per hour. We are definitely achieving that, and on some order profiles, we're actually exceeding that.
We can have orders placed online and be packing them within 30 minutes of the order being sent down to the GTP. And I get so many comments from friends that live locally, and they can't believe at how fast we get the order to the customer.
The sequencing ability that it has, and the ability for it to do all of the thinking and to bring that product to us in perfect order is amazing.
The products can be perfectly sequenced to our customers. So when a customer opens their box, they've got their black 2XL at the bottom, then they've got their extra large, they've got their large, they've got their medium, and they've got the small. So when they go through their order, it's all in perfect sequence. With a manual warehouse, you can't achieve that.
What's quite unique to AS Colour is AS Colour actually store the product loose within totes. In other words, without packaging.
One of our goals in the business has been to reduce our plastic and eliminate it from our supply chain, and the GTP system's been a big part of that. The product basically sits inside a tote with a cardboard liner, and it's sitting in raw format, whether it's white t-shirts, black t-shirts, and because the shuttles and the totes are being shuffled around and used and picked out of very quickly, there's no lint build-up or dirt or dust getting on the product. Before the automation, we basically had pickers on trolleys walking through aisles.
We were covering a lot of distance for every single order, both for a single order and a batch order. It was very time consuming, it was not efficient, and it took us a long time to pick a single order.
Before, with pickers on trolleys, we didn't know where they were, what they were doing. You didn't also know what volume was about to come and hit your benches when they all came in at the same time. With the GTP, it creates a structured warehouse environment.
So AS Colour were really looking to build a new distribution centre, but to really keep space at the top of mind, really to utilise the building cube as best as possible.
If we were still picking on trolleys, we would need probably twice the floor plan. By putting the multi-shuttle system in and putting in V&A racking and racking up to 18 metres high, it probably saved us around $4 million in construction costs.
Dematic has implemented our regionally developed WCS software. It provides a series of smarts to the operation and provides high levels of visibility for AS Colour operators to really be able to understand where inventory is within the system at any particular point in time and what's happening transactionally within the system.
It's enabled us to really hone in on where our flow improvement needed to happen, and it's given us great visibility of our operations. We're getting cycle counts all the time, and we're getting over 13,000 counts a month.
Dematic asked for a lot of data. Basically 12 months worth of data they analysed, and looking at all the throughputs was really interesting as a business because we never had spent that time looking at all the data and that kind of analysis.
But a big part really came down to understanding the business physically, actually spending time with AS Colour to really get an appreciation of what works well, what doesn't work so well and how can we help? This solution is tailored to AS Colour's requirements. And the solution wouldn't be able to be as tailored as what it is for AS Colour if we didn't spend that time intimately at the beginning to really understand their requirements.
I was very impressed with the time and the professionalism of the staff, making sure the system was working to the standard it was required before handed over to AS Colour.
The implementation of the system was really easy. The Dematic team were there side by side the whole way through, and they gave us a lot of support to get the system up and running. It's great having Dematic technicians here in New Zealand, local and on the ground.
Yes, we can call them. There's 24-hour support. There's technicians that live 10 minutes from here, and we can get people here within half an hour if we have a problem, which is not very often, but you want to know that with a system like this, which your whole business relies on, that you do have that support.
We continue to look for opportunities to better optimise the system and get the most out of it. It's quite funny whenever I go out to a site and I see those shuttles running up and down the aisles, I see the elevators interfacing with conveyors, I see picking operators picking and our software displays on the screen. It just never gets old for me, I just love it.
I would highly recommend Dematic. They've been extremely professional. They've been a great business to work with. I'm very glad we chose them as our supplier of the multi-shuttle in this New Zealand business. We're talking to them about another facility in Melbourne for a system twice the size of this current system in New Zealand.
I would definitely not be going back to the old way of doing warehousing and operations. Automation is definitely the future, and this is really helping us look forward to what we can achieve next.